Hey guys, my name's John Ford Dunker. I'm 29. I'm single. I have a background in the entertainment industry. I'm currently working in financial on the admin side, and then also human development. I'm a 1 wing 2 on the Enneagram for the people that are into that. So the reformer and the helper. I'm actually not super well versed in the Enneagram. I kind of work with my therapist through a system called the Arno profile system, which is a little different. So if you have any questions about that, it's another personality system. I would be happy to talk with people offline about that. Essentially, all that is to say, I'm an extrovert until I run out of energy, and then I'm not. Then I'm just I'm down for the count. Love writing music, reading, traveling, performing, acting, personal development, fitness, but most of all, I just like being in community with you guys and building community. In this season, I've experienced God a lot of different ways, but through some practices around spiritual, emotional, and physical maturity, I think has definitely been sort of a trifecta for me. And so I just kind of wanted to touch on those briefly. In terms of spiritual maturity, seeking out spiritual maturity from the leadership in this space, whether it be people on the pastoral team, the elders, different people in the community that have quote unquote fruit on the tree that you don't necessarily have, that you want to grow, you just don't know how. That's how I've sort of had mentorship and spiritual maturity defined to me. I would boil it down to just asking for help. There's a number of people in this community that I meet with, quarterly or every couple of months, or that I've sought counsel from that have, helped me produce, tremendous results and helped me overcome a lot of stuff. So I definitely encourage you, if you're on the fence about that, this community is very open to that. And the leadership, we have a lot of different resources for that. So please, by all means, reach out. Emotional maturity, therapy and counseling for me has been huge. I didn't really start seeing a therapist or a counselor until I moved to the city, got connected with one through Oaks, which was really great for a number of reasons that had nothing to do with it not being a good counselor. I actually loved the one that I was working with. I'm actually working with a different office now that I really love. Be happy to talk about either of those offices with folks offline. Would highly encourage you, if you haven't explored therapy or counseling, I would definitely explore it. It's a huge game changer, especially when it's combined with a spiritual foundation. It's just, I think it would make Jesus smile and nod. And then physical maturity, I never really played sports, but being an actor and in college, I kind of got into working out and running and fitness and stuff like that. But from what I've found, physical, there's that verse, got it here, 1 Timothy 4:8, for physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come. I find that when physical maturity feeds into emotional and spiritual maturity and vice versa. So these things kind of all work together. For me, I've done a number of different, programs over the years, trained for a number of different, runs, half marathons, stuff like that. I'm not a trainer, I'm not an expert, but it is something that's actually helped me tremendously with the mental and the spiritual. And I think that those, as I said, those things kind of all work in tandem. Yeah, it's been a big part of my formation. And I think, I think all these practices are, they're not about achieving an end result. It's sort of about the process and who you're being formed into. We're never going to get any of these perfect. We have to release this idea of, I want my emotional maturity to be this. I want my physical fitness to be this. We're always going to be improving and building and being formed into something and someone. And obviously the goal with this whole course and with these practices is for our lives to be formed more like Jesus. So hope you guys found some value in that. Thank you so much, Patrick and Gemma, for letting me share. Appreciate it.